Hello students, welcome back to session 23 on Unit 2 of Accounting 1. In last session, we discussed in detail what is purchases book, what is purchases return book, how to prepare those two books of original entry, how to post entries from purchases book to concern accounts and purchase return books to concern ledger account. At the end of this session, that is session 23, you will come to know what is sales book, what is sales return book, how to prepare those two books of original entry, how to post entries from those two books to concern ledger accounts. So let me concentrate on sales book. We know that we studied in session 21. A special book of original entry or special journal maintained for the purpose of recording sale of goods particularly on credit basis constitute sales book. Means sales book is a special journal maintained specifically for the purpose of recording sale of merchandise on credit basis only. If organization sells goods on cash basis or if organization sells anything other than merchandise on credit or cash basis, that will not be recorded in sales book. While preparing sales book, you will take into consideration outward invoice issued to customer, and in amount column you will record net of trade discount, means amount net of trade discount. In the sense, list price of the goods organization sold minus trade discount given to customer. So means from list price you will deduct the trade discount, that net amount you will record particularly in sales book. So while preparing sales book, outward invoice means invoice prepared by you to sell as and when you sell goods on credit basis or as and when you sell goods to customer. That invoice is known as outward invoice because it goes out of the organization. It will be given to the customers. You will prepare invoice in duplicate. One will be returned by you and the original will be sent to the customer, whoever purchased from you goods on credit basis. For you it is sale, but for customer it is purchases. So it is very clear that sales book is meant particularly to record transaction relating to sale of goods on credit basis only. What is the format of sales book? Just look at this format: date, particular, outward invoice number, ledger folio, amount. In date column we will record the date on which we sold goods on credit basis. In particular column we will specify the name of customer to whom we sold goods on credit. We will record invoice number, particularly in outward invoice number column. We will record page number of ledger where specific account of this customer lies, that ledger folio column, and in amount column we will record particularly net amount, means amount net of trade discount. List price minus trade discount will be recorded in amount column. So once we record transaction in sales book, we should post from sales book to customer's account and sales account. So we are posting to each individual customer account daily by debiting that customer, means on debit side of customer account we will record as to sales account, because you know that whenever you sell goods on credit basis, what is a journal entry? Customer's account debtor to sales account. That's why individual customer account will be debited. On debit side of individual customer account you will record as to sales account. Reference will be given to account which get credited. But periodically you will post whatever you recorded in sales book to sales account. So how you will post? You will post it to credit side of sales account. Either you will show individual name of customer or you will combinedly record it as by sundries at the end of a particular period. The period may be monthly, quarterly, whatever it is. That is as per the convenience of organization, so which prepares books. Try to understand, or which maintains books. So this is what sales book is, how to prepare, what is the format of sales book and how to post entries from sales book to concern ledger account. So let me have a problem on sales book. You just look at the first transaction on 1/1/2020, sold to R Limited. What you sold and what trade discount you allowed is given. On 3/1, sold goods for cash. See, This was cash sales, that will not be recorded in sales book. Sold machinery, so other than goods sold will not be recorded, so even this transaction will not be recorded. Sold to K Limited on credit, so this will be recorded. Sold plant and tools on cash and credit basis, see you sold other than goods, so this will not be recorded. So 27th transaction, 7th transaction, 3rd transaction will not be recorded. Only transaction took place on 1/1/2020 and 16/1/2020 will be recorded. How you will record? You will specify the name of this customer to whom you sold, what and all you sold, what is the total price, list price, and trade discount you allowed. As you allowed 10% trade discount, 10% of 8,70,000 is 87,000. Net amount you will record in amount column. As far as K Limited is concerned, whatever you sold, 2,88,000 plus 35,000 less trade discount of 12% on total of 2,88,000 plus 35,000. Then forwarding charges that must be added, because customer have to bear it, packing charges have to be added. So total amount or net amount to be payable is 2,86,640. So total is 10,69,640. So when we post entries from sales book to ledger account, you have to prepare R Limited account, K Limited account and sales account. You just see how I prepared R Limited account. Whenever you sell goods on credit basis, what's the journal entry? Customers account debtor to sales account. R Limited account debtor to sales. K Limited account debtor to sales. I have recorded the amount. I have not balanced these two accounts. As far as sales account is concerned, you know that as customers account is debited, sales account is credited. On credit side of sales account, you have to specify name of customers. Either you can specify individually or you can record at the end of the period as by sundries. This is how to post entries from sales book to concerned ledger account. Let me concentrate on sales return book. We know that whenever we sell goods on credit basis, there is a possibility of returning that goods by the customer. So to record transaction relating to return of goods which was sold on credit basis, a special journal is maintained. That journal is known as sales return book. So sales return book is specifically maintained for the purpose of recording returns of merchandise sold on credit basis. No entry will be made to record return of cash sales of merchandise or return of article or asset sold other than merchandise. In the sense, if you sell goods on cash and such goods are returned, that will not be recorded. If you sell goods other than goods on cash or on credit, that will not be recorded. The source document to prepare sales return book is credit note issued to the customers or debit note received from the customers. So whenever goods are taken back from the customers or allowances is granted to customer, a statement known as credit note is sent to customer specifying his account will be credited to the extent of goods returned or for allowances granted. That is known as credit note. So you know that while preparing purchases return book, debit note was a base. While preparing sales return books, credit note is a base. So format of sales return account, and date column will record the date on which customers returned goods, name of customers who returned the goods, credit note number, then the ledger folio, then net amount will be recorded. Here net amount means the amount of, not net amount, the amount of goods returned by the customer or allowances granted to customer will be recorded. So how to post entries from sales return book to concerned ledger account? So we know that from sales return book we should post entries to individual customers account and sales return account. Whenever you sell goods on credit basis, journal entry is customers account debtor to sales account. Whenever goods were returned by customers, then what is the journal entry? Sales return account data to what account? Customers account. So customers account will be credited. That's why on credit side of customers account you will record by sales return account. Sales return account will be debited. So on debit side of sales return account you will record either to particular customer account or to sundries account. So this is how you will post entries from sales return book to concerned accounts. Let me solve the problem. Look at the problem. Enter the following transactions in sales return book. Ramesh and company returned goods worth rupees 5,000 will be recorded. Allowances granted to H Limited. Yes, it will be recorded. Received goods returned by L Limited. Means we sold goods to L Limited. That they returned it, we received it. And paid 3,400 in full settlement. See, whenever goods were returned by customer, for them, if you are paying amount, that will not be recorded in sales return book. That's a very important thing to be taken care of. So received a debit note from C Limited rupees 5,000. So debit note from customer, credit note from you. You means business concern. So how to prepare sales return book and sales and posting entries from sales return book to sales return account and customers account. You just see, I recorded only 3 transactions here. I have not recorded 14th one because it is also transaction relating to sales return, but for which amount was given by firm. Settlement was done in cash, so it will not be recorded. So Ramesh and company 5,000, H Limited 12,000, C Limited 5,000, totally 22,000. Just look at accounts to which I posted entries. So sales return account is debited and all customers to which, from whom we received goods or who returned goods was credited to the extent of totally 22,000. Instead of recording name of each individual customer, you can record it as 2 sundries. When you look at customer's account, so it was credited and debit was given to by sales return account. We know that whenever goods were returned by customers, entry is sales return account debtor to customers account. So that's why sales return account is debited, customers account is credited. I credited each and every customer who returned goods H Limited and C Limited. So this is how to prepare sales book as well as sales return book, and how to post entries from sales book to concern ledger account, sales return book to concern ledger account. So we will see remaining particularly 3 important special journal: bills receivable book, bills payable book and journal proper, particularly next session. So we are going to discuss cash book as a separate chapter. That's why in this unit we are not covering or we are not concentrating in detail about cash book. That's all. Take care.